Oh, hello there. This is Lisa Swank, and I'm coming to you with my Muse video. I think I'm gonna try and do a journal on quotes or memes that speak to me, that I see on the internet or in books or what have you. My understanding is as long as you use them for your personal use and not to resell them, it's perfectly fine. But this book that I want to start putting together is, you know, maybe I can call it, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but you know, it's going to be a book on self-healing. And this is where my muse is kind of taking me right now. I have a lot going on in my life, and you know, I find it comforting to read some quotes, you know, that speak to me, and I understand them in my own interpretation of what's going on in my life. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this journal, but I've decided that that's what I'm going to kind of play around with. And I want to just kind of show you what I'm talking about, the different quotes and memes that you see on social media or in a book or something, because you don't want to use them for resale, as you know, you might do a piece of art and resell it. I would think that that is a real big no-no. But to kind of let you guys know what I've been doing is you know, this little name test, I sometimes I click on those, and you know, this is my profile picture, and it took that picture and turned it into a sketch. And I don't always share that stuff on social media, but I just kind of save it in my phone to print out to use hopefully in my art. This, I've been kind of thinking about doing this for a while. And so there's one example of stuff that I've been copying. Here's another one. I got a zit on my nose. I think I'll be able to cover that up with something. But I thought this was pretty groovy. Hopefully that's showing up pretty well. And then you know, I screenshot some of the quotes that have meaning to me, and you know, I can cut the words out, I could rearrange the words. Here's a perfect example of one that I screenshotted, and it's got a lot of different positive words on there that I can use in this quote book that I'm going to be putting together. And then, you know, a lot of these are, oops, maybe I should cover that up. But you can tell this is a screenshot from my phone, and then I can edit it down in my camera program that's on my phone. I have an iPhone, so it's capable of doing that. But you know, I want to, I save quotes all the time. I think in part, I really don't like how my writing looks on my journal pages. But more than that, the quote speaks to me somehow. in how I'm feeling. And you know, this is a perfect example. I think I did this one today. I'm not sure. No, I didn't do it today. But you know, I choose to make the rest of my life the best of my life. And you know, I just would like to put all of these quotes or sayings into a book that I can thumb through on the days that I'm feeling pretty down in the dumps. And I'm gonna work on this to, you know, my kids will be able to go through it at some point and look at it, you know. And so this is where my muse is taking me, is to do some self-reflecting and self-encouragement. You know, that's all I can say. I'm not really sure what I'm going to call the book yet, but you know, I'll thumb through some of this stuff as long as, yeah, here's another one. You know, I could choose some of the words, all of the words, and since there is an author down here, I would definitely cut that little piece out and put it under the whole quote, if I use the whole quote. You know, here's another one that's really nice. You know, this one spoke to me. It's a tree that's been uprooted. And the quote is, sometimes you have to let go of the picture of what you thought life would be like and learn to find joy in the story that you're actual living. You know, that it really spoke to me. The image on the picture of the tree being uprooted is, as anybody knows and that is close to me, that's kind of a metaphor of how my life is right now. And I copied out 2 of those. You know, I don't want to just do the, you know, it's to boost me when I'm in a rotten mood or something. And these are some things that I'm going to put in there. I don't have the journal yet that I'm going to use, but I'm definitely going to pay attention to more of the quotes and the ones that speak to me. But I have been copying them for years. I mean, I could easily have 1,000 quotes on my phone by doing this. And you know, this is just some quotes that have hit me. You know, change can be scary, but you know what's even scarier is allowing fear to stop you from growing and evolving and progressing. This is another one that I copied out this morning, actually. It's a wonderful quote. Wonderful quote. Here's one, recipe for self-healing. I thought was kind of neat. And don't show people's names, but be stronger than the storm. You know, it's all, you know, to help pick me up, to be encouraging. I've said that, but I really want to do this book because I think it will help me through my problems that I'm having right now. This is where my muse is taking me. So I thought I would share with all of you what I've been doing. You know, I've been collecting quotes for, I want to say, years now. You know, how true is that? Some days memories still knock the wind out of me. You know, that's a beautiful quote. And this one, I think Gina shared at some point, and I thought that was really good. It's by Mandy Hale, and it looks like tinybuddha.com put it out. But this is so true. Happiness is an inside job. Don't assign anyone else that much power over your life. And, you know, basically, you know, your happiness, and it's your life, your feelings. You know, nobody else is making you feel unhappy. That is, that's a lot deeper, because it's actually coming from inside of you. You know, somebody might be doing something wrong, and you'll say, well, that hurts me, or that is, and it does hurt. You know, it's kind of but you have to choose to stay unhappy or decide to be happy. I mean, the choice is within you. And this is a wonderful one. I love the colors of it. So, you know, I can't control anybody else, but I can control myself. My thoughts, which goes back to whether or not you feel happy or sad. My words, my choices. You know, words is that self-talk that people do inside of their head. To me, you know, somebody else may read that differently, but to me, that's my take on it. You know, it's my choice whether or not I'm happy or not. My actions, my reactions, and my future. I mean, I had to copy that one out. It's just great. And here's another really good one. You know, when people treat you like they don't care, believe them. You know, how great is that? Here was another one that I liked. This one looks like it's put out by Pieces of Soul. But, you know, this is what I've been kind of leaning towards. I want to do a more uplifting, you know, and I love reading the quotes. I often share the quotes on social media when they come across my feed. You know, there's a message in the way a person treats you. Just listen. You know, that's a wonderful quote. And this one must be put out by something called Rising Back Again, One Step at a Time. I thought that was so cute. What's the last one here? This isn't all I have, but and I don't know who shared this, but it, you know, I have some of these things that come across my feed, and if I click the like button up there, I'll get any time. This looks like a drshaw.com put this out, and this is beautiful. You know, it's a beautiful quote, meme. Oh, and and this one I think is copyrighted. So is what I would do with something like that is probably just cut out the words to use the words or part of the words, shuffle the words around. So I just thought I'd share with you guys what I've been thinking about doing, where my muse is taking me. And so I hope you have a wonderful week. And I'm not going to do a piece of art. I just wanted to share what I was going to be doing. I may share the book after I've chosen the book, but I think I've decided that this is what I'm going to do because, you know, I really save all those quotes, and, you know, I could delete them off my phone afterwards. But anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye.